always been interested in the fairy tale of the Snow Queen ever since I was a small child. I think it's a fascinating story by Hans Christian Andersen, and an idea to make it into a ballet happened quite a long time ago, but with all these things you need a proper score, and that was the most difficult thing. At the same time I was listening to a lot of Prokofiev. I love Prokofiev's music, and I've made productions of both Cinderella and Romeo and Juliet, and his third ballet, which is not so well known in the West, is The Stone Flower. And I always loved this music, but it took a while for me to make a connection that this might actually work as the score for The Snow Queen. I had to structure the story into 3 acts, making sure that all the main characters had strong appearances in each of those 3 acts so that we can build up a relationship with them, the audience can build up a relationship with them. So I wrote a scenario and then tried to find the pieces of music that would actually work for the action that I'd written. So then I had a kind of jigsaw puzzle of music, and I gave it to Julian Phillips, who's one of our best British composers, to connect everything and to arrange it. But we were very keen to make sure that the orchestration was exactly as Prokofiev wrote it, that all the keys of the original pieces are the same, and he did a wonderful job to make it sound as if Prokofiev had written this score especially for the ballet. Actually, we decided to move the action slightly more east into possibly northern Russia. This is specifically because of the Russian-sounding music by Prokofiev. Hans Christian Andersen doesn't actually stipulate exactly where the story takes place. It's just somewhere in the north. Obviously he was Danish, but he doesn't say it happens in the north of Norway or Finland or Sweden, although there is a Lapland woman in it, so that gives us a clue that it is certainly up there in that region. Yes, it has turned out to be very, very challenging. But it's also a good challenge, I think, because a dancer's career is so short. And in my own dancing career, I always wanted to do as much as I possibly can, both when I was in the corps de ballet, when I was a soloist, and when I was a principal dancer. So throughout all of my ballets, but particularly in The Snow Queen, I've tried to give as many opportunities as possible for everybody in a big company like the Wiener Staatsballett Ballet to have opportunities to express themselves, to dance, and lots of different roles to be filled.